You're welcome to my channel. My name is Ayodeji Matuluko and I'm a PhD candidate in Glasgow, Caledonian University in Scotland. So in this video, I just want to share 3 things that I think you need to think about before you even consider applying for a PhD. So number 1, you need to ask yourself, why do I want to do a PhD? Why do you want to go on this journey? What drives you? What motivates you to want to do a PhD? Have you identified an area of interest? Have you identified a topic that you want to research? Like, what is your drive? Why are you so interested in research, and why are you interested in research in that area? When you're able to ask yourself this question or these questions, you're able to pinpoint, okay, what is your main driver? What is your main motivation? Because it's important for you to know what interests you, what drives you, and why you want to do research, because that is what will keep you motivated along the journey. The PhD journey is tough, let's be honest. So if you're able to identify that this is something I really want to do, there's a reason why I want to do this, there's a reason why I want to research this topic, it drives you and you are more likely to thrive in the program. So when you can narrow this down, now I'm not saying you should know your exact topic, especially if you're applying for like advertised projects or you're writing a proposal, whatever you're doing, whatever approach you're taking to apply, you need to just be able to identify something that interests you, broad area that interests you, or even broad areas that interest you, and be able to make a short list and narrow down. That way you can even target your application. So instead of making hundreds of applications to PhD programs just because you want to do a PhD, really do that deep work and think within yourself, why do I want to do a PhD? What area interests me, and why do I want to research this area? So number 2, I think you need to also think about supervisors. Now somebody's probably thinking, why was supervisors not number 1? Because there's a lot of talk about how you need to have good supervisors, good support, and that a good supervisor determines how well you do in your PhD. Now I'm not saying supervision is not important. Supervisors are important. Supervisors are important to your PhD journey because they provide mentorship, they guide you, they help you to shape your research as you go along. But you need to have the right mindset. So first of all, you need to know what drives you, because there's only so much your supervisors can do for you. Your supervisors already have a PhD, so they're just trying to guide you on your journey to becoming an independent researcher. So even if you have the best supervisor in the world, so supportive, high-flying, has influence, helps you to improve your network, if you have no motivation, nothing that drives you, there's only so much a supervisor can do. There's only so much that can be done for you, and your ability to thrive within the PhD program might be limited if you really have no drive. So supervisors are important, and yes, it's something that you need to think about before you apply. There's one analogy that I like to always remember. During my industrial, during my PhD, there was a bit of an example that was made about how you think about your PhD as you're the CEO of your PhD, and your supervisors are like a team that you're putting together to help you to carry out this research. So once you're able to have that mindset and you know what drives you, you see that your supervisors are just guiding you along the journey. They're not going to help you do the work. No matter how good your supervisors are, they're not going to help you do the work. So even if you have, like I said, the best supervisor in the world, if you have no interest, there's only so much a supervisor can do. But then supervisors are still important. You have a greater chance of success if you have good supervisors. So you need to really think about, what kind of person is this person? You can speak to the existing students, you can reach out to them, find out how it is to work with the supervisor, find out where they're publishing it. They even have interests that align with your interests. Very important. Are they publishing in this broad area they're interested in? Are they really active in their field? It's very important to also think about, how you're going to work with them, how you're going to enjoy working with them. You need to have a good working relationship with your supervisors. And you might really need to think through how you select the supervisor. So even if a supervisor is maybe a high-flying, very well-known, renowned person in the field, but they don't really have time for their students, it might not be so beneficial for you. But then you might have another supervisor who is not really well known in their field, but then has really, really good supervising skills. So supervisors are very important because they support you, not only support you on your project, they help you and guide you along your professional journey. They can help you direct you onto the right path, how you should shape your research as you go along, expose you to networks that would really help you to thrive during and after the PhD. So supervisors are important, but you need to make sure that you have a strong drive for wanting to do the PhD. And the last thing that I think you need to think about is, what is your career plan? What do you plan to do after a PhD? Have you even thought about it? Like, now you know what you're interested in, you want to do research, but what do you want to do with your PhD? What do you want to do with your PhD at the end? So you need to have a career plan, even if it's a 5-year or a 10-year plan. It doesn't have to be set in stone. plans will change, and you can have a plan A, B, or C, but you need to know where you're going, at least to an extent. You need to know, because when the PhD gets tough and yes, you're interested in your topic, you have great supervisors, but you can feel disillusioned if you're thinking to yourself, okay, so where am I going with this? If you've not done that work to really think about where am I going with this. So you need to have a career plan, something written down. And if you have that structure in university where they allow you to think about, oh, where am I now? So analyzing your current skill sets and help you to plan for the future, it helps you, and you can do that together with your supervisors. So these three things: your drive for wanting to do a PhD, I mean, what motivates you, what interests you, good supervision, or should I say great supervision, and then a career plan. Those three things will help you when you're applying for a PhD. They will help you to make a good decision, and you'll be able to narrow down to programs, to topics that really interest you, and in general you thrive well in the PhD program. And if you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so that you stay notified when I upload the next video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.